Don't miss the latest base releases from Elrik's Hobbies.
Spiky bits.
Welcome back, Hobby Maniacs. I'm Baer, and today we are checking out the latest base release from Elrik's Hobbies, the new City Ruins. I always say City Fight, everything. City Ruins rounds that come in pretty much all the sizes you'll ever need. So elrikshobbies.com is quickly becoming my one and only stop for resin bases, unless it's something that I've used in the past and it's looking for a very specific thing to match a different thing. I always start here. So scrolling down all their offerings here, I mean, they have so many different lines and another whole page full of them. Some are sold out, some of their original stuff in the square variety. I'm sure you can understand why that's sold out now. Turns out there's a different game. But we got City Ruins today, the round bases here. And again, they come in pretty much any size you'll ever want. I mean, you can't see the pop-up in your browser right there. I don't know why, but as you can see, if I scroll through this, it'll show all the different sizes right here, or you can just kind of, go through them by clicking the picture here and see everything. And then they have a descriptor at the bottom, which I like, just because, hey, what, is this gonna go with my theme? So bursting pipes, sheet metal, and corpses everywhere. Who would believe that this place was a bustling and productive cityscape? Boom. So there it is. So you get, whatever they show in the picture here, like 10 of I think these are the 32s, and then they got the smaller 25s, and so on and so forth. You can always kind of pull it up here, and if you need a specific size, just click it here, and then add to cart. And now, as I remember adding this to the cart, I need to pick up some bases for my Death Watch, but that's for after the video is recorded. Okay, so they send us one of everything to check out, and I love going through each of the bags and kind of looking at all of the different designs. Now, this is the reason I'm showing you this one. We're only going to do a few of the popular sizes, so don't worry about that. The reason I'm showing you this one is because I really like what they did here. If you remember some of the night bases we've reviewed, and there is one in here as well, they like to design the bases to represent some of the models that might go on them, of course. Now, you can't officially say any of that, but it would be really disappointing if you spent some good coin on a resin base and then your model didn't fit on it. So this one happens to be the same size as a particular baby knight that is currently all the rage right now. That armature, so hot. And this fits on here just fine. It goes right over the little crevasse in the rubble ruin right there. And you can stick it on here a couple of different ways depending on how you want to do. But the fact of the matter is that it easily attaches on here. And that's kind of really what matters in my book right there. So that's the 100 mil. Now this is different if you're looking for a base for Leviathan Dreadnoughts or the Redemptor. I think those are actually on the same size base. Those are on 80s. I think some of the Primarchs are on. The Demon Primarch and the Lord of Change is on 100, just to give you an idea of what you may or may not be looking for. And then there's larger sizes too, like this is the 130. Personally, I don't know what goes on this. I'm looking over in my case to see if I can cheat and figure it out, but at first glance, I cannot. I have no idea what goes on this. However, it's still a really cool looking base, because there's lots going on. I love all of their different design elements. They got, some canvas tarping type deal right here. The tiling is all impeccable. Some corrugated metal right there. Sandbag action. This looks to be a barrel of some sort crushed underneath the weight. Looks like some of the mold may have come out in that, and that happens from time to time, but that's why, you have to rebuild your molds after so many casts. I think RTV rubber is good for like 350 pulls, if I'm not mistaken, if you're using it in a pressure system. But I'm just a casual observer when it comes to the casting side of things there. A little I-beam. So lots of cool detail mixed into this, and of course all sorts of texture everywhere right there. And then here's a 60 mil, probably something that most folks are going to use more of, with a little I-beam sticking out. Some sewer main kind of deal, a skull, more and more texture, and some corrugated metals right there. Loving that. That design's looking great. Very, very cool. And then we've got the 40 mils, which start to get a little tighter on design and kind of features, but there's enough in the bag that you'll definitely have a very cool kind of mix there. There's a skull with a little bit of texture and stuff around it, and the other ones in here, let's pull them out just to show you. So you got some crevasses and some piping, some larger pipes, some smaller pipes, a sandbag, and a little bit of kind of debris right there, which I'm really digging. Let's throw those over there, and then we get down to the 32 mil, and they're pretty much the same as far as, you know, texture goes and things. Like, lots of cool features here. They're gonna add a little bit to your profile, and we'll check with some of the painted minis. Let's see. So 32, here's a Devastator on a regular plastic base right there. So his footprint would definitely fit on this. Like I said, I love how they measure, you know, and check them out. This one might not be so good, so you're gonna want a dude with a tighter stance. And this one here will definitely fit on. So very cool looking, and with a little luck and a little bit of darker paint scheme, these bases would all look good on this Space Marine. And that's weird. Here is a Primaris as well that would also fit on here, and he has a little bit tighter of a stance, so he'll probably fit on either one of those bases. Now this is the previous Elrik's Hobbies base that we also previewed as well. That one will fit. So lots of cool potential there when it comes to that. And then of course we've got, oh, there's one right there we forgot. But that's what I like about the site. They show you all the bases, and then of course it goes down to the smaller 25 mils, which again, very similar to the 32s, just a little bit smaller. I'm not even sure what uses those size bases anymore as far as that goes, but they are there, and they are definitely available for purchase as well. So great looking bases. Now if you're wondering about some ideas on how to paint them up, well, here is one all painted up with the sandbags, a little bit of tufts, some skulls, a little rust on the I-beams. Tim from Bit Studio, our very own in-house Bit Studio, painted this up for us so we could show you guys exactly what you can do with these bases. And then we have some previous bases here as well that we've reviewed in the past. So all in all, like I said, Elrik's Hobbies is quickly becoming my first stop when it comes to resin bases, just to customize and get that special look, that thing to set my army apart on the tabletop and really take my paint jobs to the next level. I love checking out Elrik's Hobbies, and you can go get the newest City Fight bases right now. They're available for sale. They had them on preview at Adepticon, and we finally got this preview video out right there, and I think they are looking great. I can't wait to come up with a new army to put these bad boys underneath.
Deleted scenes, bonus content, and all the interviews and post-game wrap-up videos can be located in the Hall of Veterans on thelongwar.net. Visit thelongwar.net today and try a week completely free with no strings attached. That's not all. TheLongWar.net is also your hobby resource for exclusive early access with an ad-free experience to all your favorite videos. Members of the Hall of Veterans gain early exclusive access to multiple hobby videos.